If you've spent any amount of time dieting, you know just how bad your cravings can get. Fortunately, there is a time and place for cheat meals and calculated refeeds. In this video, I'm going to break down how to go about having your cheat meal and 3 tips for you to enjoy your cheat meal without going too far overboard. Let's do it. Stick around to the end. I'm going to give y'all a bonus tip, which I think 99% of people need. This video was actually requested by a subscriber. Shout out to Boba Fitness 1346. Thank you so much for all your support, brother. This one's for you. If any of y'all watching this want to see me discuss a specific topic, let me know in the comments and I might make a video about it. Right, so the question is how to implement cheat meals and what to do nutrition-wise regarding that cheat meal. First things first, your cheat meal needs to be earned. And that seems obvious, but you would be surprised the lengths to which people go to in order to justify and make excuses for cheating on their diets. If you're having a cheat meal, it needs to be earned. Now, assuming you've been strict with your diet, you've been on point with your training, you want to have a cheat meal, but you're worried about going off track and losing the progress you've made. So my first tip for implementing cheat meals is to focus on protein throughout the day leading up to the cheat meal, and even when it comes to the cheat meal itself. You need to prioritize and emphasize your protein. This is nothing new. This is something we've been doing throughout the process of dieting. I've always emphasized the importance of protein and how it should be the cornerstone for every single one of your meals. That doesn't change when we get to a cheat day. Again, leading up to the meal, you want to focus on eating lean protein. Don't eat a bunch of carbs. Don't eat a bunch of fats, because I'm sure you're going to get plenty of those when you have your cheat meal. So just have your protein, just keep it lean, and that will keep you satisfied throughout the day so your cravings don't kill you before you have the cheat meal, and it'll also help to keep your appetite under control. And when you emphasize protein in the cheat meal itself, then there's less guilt that comes with that meal because you're getting your protein in still at the end of the day. For me personally, I love burgers as cheat meals. I'm not huge on pizza, and one of the main reasons is it just doesn't have as much protein. Yeah, you can get chicken on it, you can put your toppings, all that stuff, but I prefer something savory, but at the same time efficient. It's like knocking 2 birds with 1 stone. I hit my protein and I get my cheat meal. What's better than that? Find you a meal that can do both, ladies and gentlemen. My second tip for implementing cheat meals is to make sure you have a bite to eat before you go out for your cheat meal. This is extremely important. Leading up to the cheat meal, your imagination is going crazy with ideas for what you're going to eat and how much of it you're going to eat. If you want to enjoy a cheat meal, but at the same time, you want to keep yourself under control and you don't want to go too overboard, which I think should be your mentality, then you want to make sure you have a bite to eat before you go out so that you can control your appetite better. Let's say you're going out to eat and before you go, you have a banana and a protein shake. Now, that's not enough food to make you full by any means, but it is enough food to hold you over and help you make better decisions when it comes down to order. There's a saying in Arabic that matches this situation perfectly. It's called an ju'an. An ju'an. It means your eye is hungry. Your eye is hungry. And when your eye is hungry, then you tend to bite off more than you can chew. And you need to control that. You need to control your desire, and having something to eat before you go out for your cheat meal is an excellent way to control your appetite. My third tip for implementing cheat meals is to take your time with your meal, slow down, really enjoy the food. Don't just fly through it and finish everything in 5 minutes. Not only will you still be hungry, but you will have robbed yourself of the experience of that cheat meal. And I can say from personal experience, a lot of times just being there in that moment is better than the meal itself. The meal comes and goes, but it's that feeling you have when you're sitting down and you're actually enjoying the meal, that feeling that you earned it, that feeling of pride. And you want to savor that, you want to cherish that as much as possible. So enjoy that feeling. Now at the same time, it's shown that the slower you eat your food, the more full you get. So a lot of times we'll actually be full, but it takes time for your body to get the signal that it's full. So if you're eating fast, you can actually eat a lot more than you could if you were taking your time, really going through every bite and letting the food digest steadily. When you take your time, you can actually enjoy the moment and at the same time, give your body a good chance to digest the food and let you know when it's actually full. I recommend you turn your cheat meal into some type of social event, especially since when you're dieting, you have to say no to a lot of these events. So when you have the opportunity to have a cheat meal, you should make the most of it by getting some food you really like. At the same time, get a group of friends together and check off that social box. And that should also help with slowing down the whole process, the whole experience, since you're with your friends, you're socializing, you're having a good time, and the food itself is not the main attraction. It's time now for the bonus tip. This is something I think the majority of people really need to hear. My bonus tip is don't try to overcompensate. If you have a cheat meal and you've earned that cheat meal, then don't kill yourself in the gym the next day. Don't starve yourself for the following week as some sort of punishment for that cheat meal. If you earned the cheat meal, then you earned it and you don't need to punish yourself for it. You don't need to do 3 hours of cardio. You don't need to fast for 48 hours. Get back to your plan as it's laid out for you. You've had that cheat meal, you've enjoyed it, you've earned it. It's meant to be a diet break for that one meal. It's meant to take the pressure off. It's meant to be a relief. It's not meant to add stress. It's not meant to burden you. So don't try to overcompensate it. This is something I see a lot. Unfortunately, people will have a cheat meal and then they'll punish themselves for it for whatever reason. The only reason I can see why that would be is if you didn't earn the cheat meal. And if that's the situation, I don't know what to tell you. I still wouldn't try to overcompensate because that's not a sustainable mentality. But if you didn't earn it, then honestly, you better get on that treadmill. Bright and early too. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are my 3 tips for how to implement cheat meals. There's a lot I could really talk about regarding this topic. We have calculated refeeds, which are different from cheat meals. We have a lot of questions we can answer regarding these topics. So make sure you let me know in the comments what you want me to elaborate on or discuss in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time and I appreciate your support. This is Evan Aga at the Astrophysique.
Shoot for the stars.